Hello, these are Group 6 members. We're going to discuss Germany and Italian role in Africa. The group members are Makavila Wycliffe, Michelle Morara, Edwin Maranga, Dorcas Chelangat. Here is the introduction. European imperialism in Africa during the late 19th and early 20th centuries led to the colonization of many African territories by powers such as Germany and Italy. Their role was marked by economic exploitation, political control, resistance, and long-term impacts. Germany role in Africa. Germany entered colonialism late but ruled some African territories harshly. Relevant examples include Tanganyika and Namibia. Germany role in Tanganyika as from 1885 to 1919. Tanganyika, in brackets modern-day mainland Tanzania, became a German colony after the Berlin Conference 1884 to 1885. Administration ruled through direct rule. Germany officials and soldiers controlled the administration. African chiefs were used only as agents. Let me welcome the next presenter.
Well, I'm Edwin Maranga. I'm continuing from where she stopped. Economic policies. Introduction to plantation agriculture, which was cotton, coffee, and sisal. Africans were forced to cash crop production. Heavy taxation forced Africans to work on plantations. Resistance. A Bushir revolt, which was between 1888 to 1889 along the coast. Majimaji Rebellion, which was from 1905 to 1907, caused by, caused by forced labor and cotton growing. Brutally suppressed, thousands died. We're going to talk about the effects. Improved infrastructure, railways and roads. Harsh rule led to loss of African lives, laid foundation for later economic systems. German lost Tanganyika to Britain after World War One. Next, we're going to talk about German rule in Namibia, where German South West Africa, which was between 1884 to 1915. Namibia was the German most brutal economy. We are starting by administration. Colony, which was German settlers. African lost land to Europeans, resistance and brutality. Herero and Nama revolts, which was between 1904 to 1908. Germans responded with extreme violence. Thousands of Africans died due to killings, starvation, and displacement. Effects: loss of land and cattle by Africans, long-lasting trauma and inequality. German rule ended after World War One. Territory taken over by South Africa. I'm going to take you. Let me welcome the next.
Hello, I'm Chelaga Dorcas and I'm going to take you through the Italian rule in Africa. Italians sought to build an empire to match other European powers. It, its African colonies included Ethiopia and Libya. Italian rule in Ethiopia, which started in 1936 to 1941. Ethiopia was unique because it had remained independent before Italian invasion. Background: Italy was defeated by Ethiopia at the Battle of Adwa in 1896. Italy invaded again under Benito Mussolini in 1935. Ethiopia was occupied in 1936. Administration: ruled as part of Italian East Africa Empire, Haile Selassie went into exile. Resistance: strong Ethiopian resistance movements. Italians used brutal measures to suppress resistance. Effects: construction of roads and buildings, loss of Ethiopian independence. Italy expelled during World War II in 1943. Italian rule in Libya, which started at the 1911 to 1943. Italy colonized Libya after defeating the Ottoman Empire. Administration: settler colony, Italians took further land from Africans. Resistance: strong resistance led by Omar Mukhtar. Resistance crashed after long fighting. Economic policy: Agriculture developed for Italian benefit, Africans forced into labor and relocation. Effects: loss of land and livelihoods, infrastructure development, Italian rule ended during World War II. Let me welcome another presenter.
Hello, I'm Makavila Wycliffe, and I'm going to take you through the comparison of German and Italian rule aspects. The German rule, Italian rule, harsh direct rule, settler colonization. Resistance: Majimaji Herero. Ethiopian resistance: Omar Mukhtar. Economic aim: plantation farming, settler agriculture. Conclusion: German and Italian rule in Africa was characterized by exploitation, forced labor, and resistance. In Tanganyika and Namibia, German rule caused suffering but introduced infrastructure. In Ethiopia and Libya, Italian rule faced strong resistance and disrupted African societies. Although their colonial periods were relatively short, the social, economic, and political effects are still felt today. Thank you. That's the end of our presentation.